Hey there, Irishman. This is Sean of Nintendo here. How you guys doing? So, I had originally planned on recording this video pretty much the day after E3, but decided to put it off because I wanted to compose my thoughts, compose myself, drink a nice cup of coffee, and really just talk about this properly. So, as you guys are no doubt aware, a new Metroid Prime game has been announced, Metroid Prime Federation Force. And it is pretty much known to everyone that this has been receiving fairly negative feedback from the Metroid community, or fans of the Metroid series in general, or even just people who just thought it looked like a bad game. And if you see my reaction video, which as of recording this video is currently sitting at 37,000 views, I didn't think that would happen. But I can imagine a lot of people out there still think that I'm like incredibly disappointed at what I got handed to me, and to a degree I still am. I'm not so much as I was before, and that's because how can I put this? I guess it's after feeling like it's enough for now. Let me try to put this into words properly. I heard that apparently this game, since it holds the banner of Metroid Prime, is in fact going to evolve the world of the Metroid Prime universe. Yeah, the world of the universe. It's going to evolve the Metroid Prime universe in some way, similarly to how Metroid Prime Hunters kind of evolved the universe. Not a lot, but it introduced some characters, namely Sylux. Now, the other hunters don't really care about them too much. The main one is Sylux. If you guys saw at the end of Metroid Prime 3, there was like a ship that chases down Samus, and it has been confirmed that it was indeed Sylux, because the actual producer of Metroid Prime, I have his name right down here so I pronounce it right, Kensuke Tanabe. Kensuke Tanabe. I think I pronounced that right. The guy who produced the Metroid Prime series, first of all, has gone on to say that he does not have any involvement in the 2D Metroids, which is fairly obvious, but that he does in fact want to make another main installment Metroid Prime game. Now, it may not be Metroid Prime 4. In fact, I really hope it's not called that, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of a trilogy. Like, maybe it was called something like Metroid Prime Stories. And the reason I say that is because if he was going to make this game, he wanted it to be revolved around the story between Samus and Sylux. Because in this article I'm looking at here, he actually did confirm that it was indeed Sylux that was chasing her at the end of the game. Now, a Metroid Prime game revolved around the story between Samus and Sylux. Yes, I would buy the crap out of that. And it's actually really cool to know that it was indeed Sylux that was chasing her at the end of it. It was pretty much confirmed that it was. Some people thought it was Dark Samus, but it was fairly obvious that it was Sylux at the end of it. So, point I'm trying to make about this video. Am I super amazingly disappointed about Metroid Prime Federation Force as I was before? No. I'm probably still going to buy it. Hear me out. I've made it a point that I've bought every Metroid game at this point. I may not have physical copies of all of them, but I have every single Metroid game, and I've beaten every single Metroid game. So I feel in that sense entitled to just get it and try it anyway, because even if it doesn't end up being a good Metroid game, it could very well end up being a good game. I'll admit that the biggest problem I had with this entire thing was how it was revealed to me, really. You know, about 5 odd years for a new Metroid game, and all we get is a quick trailer that says, by the way, this is a new Metroid game, on to the next game. And then they played maybe half an hour of it in the treehouse, showing off the co-op stuff, but they only showed like a half an hour of it. And I feel like the game just didn't get enough spotlight. I feel that if they had like explained why they made Federation Force as opposed to a main installment. You know, what relevance the Federation has in the game, because like when they showed off what was it, The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, I thought that was a pretty cool game, and they went on to talk about it a little bit. Granted, they were really stretching the sentences quite a lot of the time. I feel like they were just trying to talk about it for the sake of talking about it, but they didn't talk anything about this game in E3. And that was like one of the biggest issues, and I think that's like one of the main reasons people like myself were like mass disliking the trailer video, because we were told nothing. Like in this article here with the producer going on to say, hang on a second, sorry about that, with the producer in this article here, if he went on to say, like right there live at the event, said that we are currently working on the next installment, but for now this is what we have to give to you. If they said that, I would have been fine with it. I would have been okay, fine, you know, the Metroid series hasn't been top priority for Nintendo. I get that, but like, oh god. Okay, that's my main gripe with this whole thing. It's just how it was given to us. It was not enough for how long we waited. And that was the main gripe with me. After taking some time to read through everything, look at what's actually involved in this game and such, I'm a little bit more excited now that the game might end up telling some backstory to the whole universe that I don't know yet. And if that's the case, thumbs up, because that's the main thing I loved about the Metroid Prime trilogy. Was not only was the game just so good in general, the lore behind everything was so rich. Like, and you had to go out of your way to find them, which was even more rewarding. Like in Metroid Prime 1, when you like scan those lores on the walls and stuff, and it tells you everything about the Chozo on the planet and what they did there, and everything about when the Phazon got corrupted, and learning everything about the world through simply playing the game. And it's amazing. That's why I love this series so much. And it goes even further with Metroid Prime 3, because you learn everything about each individual planet in of itself, and you even learn more about the space pirates and what they're involved with and everything they're planning. And they're like, oh guys, keep an eye out for Samus and stuff like that. You can see everything that they're doing, everything that they're thinking in the game. And that's why I absolutely love this series, because it's just so good. It's really good. And if you haven't played the Prime series, for the love of God, play it, please. Whew, okay. Yeah. This is more than I was planning on saying in this video, I'll be honest. Okay, it's no surprise to you guys that I love the Metroid series at this point. I really do hope that Federation Force ends up being, if not a good Metroid game, at least a good game. Because there's so much potential inside some of this. If they start elaborating more on the Galactic Federation in this game, that's going to be great, because they only really touched a little bit about them, like maybe in Metroid Prime 2, but more so in Metroid Prime 3. But like, they didn't play a huge role. They did in the big, like, you know, planet raid at the end of it, and that was cool, that was awesome. But to know more about like what their situation is like with Samus kind of being there, you know, what it is, what life is kind of like for them, knowing that there's this badass bounty hunter that can just outclass them at every single level. If something like that's in the game, that'd be awesome. Because I heard that Samus is in fact going to be in this game in some way. They haven't told us yet. But yeah, that's some food for thought. I don't know what to make of the game completely. I just hope that. Oh, by the way, yeah, quick thing before I forget. There's been a petition going around signing for the cancellation of this game. If you're anyone out there who's signing this petition, for the love of God, Nintendo is not going to cancel this game because of a petition online. There's been plenty of times where games made by Nintendo has gotten worse hate than this. I can't name any off the top of my head. But like there's already been development of the game. They've already put money into the game. They're not gonna cancel it, guys. Okay, they're not gonna cancel it. That's not gonna happen. Okay, I watched one video where this guy said the best thing for you to do if you really feel that strongly about this game, just don't buy it. If you don't buy it, the sales numbers will speak for themselves. They did with the Wii U. They'll do with this game if so people don't buy it. But yeah, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to say. Because I didn't want people thinking that I judged this game too hard. I did take some time to think about everything, sit down and just put my thoughts together. Because I was pretty shattered when I first saw that. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I thought they were just giving us just Blast Ball when I saw that. So I thought, oh my god, they really did give us Metroid Prime Pinball 2, didn't they? Okay. Thanks for watching. I didn't expect to ramble on this long, I really didn't. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. For any of you wondering from some kind of videos that are going to be coming to my channel, the 3DS capture card still hasn't arrived, and I really don't know what's happening with that right now. But I am going to be doing a series really soon with a friend of mine called DazzaBound. Leave a link in the description box to his channel. We're going to be doing a little project. It's going to be uploaded on his channel. I'll just plug that here really fast at the end for anyone who stuck around to the end. You know, good on you. Okay, yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. So, bye-bye for now.